Hello and welcome to Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign, and today we're going to be looking at Myth of Empires. There's some new information that came out at the end of last week. I've been a little bit busy over the weekend, so I haven't been able to get anything out at the moment. But we're going to be talking about some new servers that are going to be opening up that are going to be completely different from and separate from the original official servers, so there'll be no jumping back and forth, but we'll go through more of that information in a moment. And it's definitely given me a little bit more of a bump to jump back into Myth of Empires and go at it hard once again, because I'm really interested in some of the mechanics they're talking about adding to these seasonal servers. Remember, if you do enjoy my content, throw a like up. If you do want to see more survival gaming content and more gaming content on Nightingale and V Rising and Myth of Empires and other survival games, make sure to chuck in a subscribe. And if you'd like to support myself and the channel, we do have a Patreon in the description. So let's have a little bit of a talk about what these seasonal servers are. Now, Myth of Empires season servers, they refer to new servers that will open for players to more fully experience game content. These servers will feature higher growth rates, we don't know the exact amount of what times it will be, and new season rules. There will be a scoring system increasing player competition. Additionally, the game will feature new gameplay mode with corresponding seasonal rewards. And as we talked about earlier, there will be new servers. The new servers will be opened for the season servers, which will come up separately on the list. These servers will be separate from the current servers, and characters will not be able to cross over from the other official servers. Now, we do have a giveaway on this actual video. If you'd like to get the International Vanguard Edition, I have 2 codes to give away for you guys, compliments of Quixar over at the Myth of Empires Discord. So write down in the comments down below what you're interested in for these seasonal servers, and we'll sort that out for you, and we'll pick it out in a couple of days before these servers come out, which will be around mid-April, and you'll be able to get into the International Vanguard Edition of the game. So to go into more details about these new servers, the guild market system of the main game is also not connected to the season servers, so you won't be able to go in and just buy everything off of the markets like you have been able to on previous new servers that were still attached to that official cluster. These servers are completely new. Every player who joins these servers will start at the same starting line. Now, this is one of the big things for me and why I'm so interested in jumping into seasonal servers. Plus, personally, I enjoy starting over every now and then as time goes on, because the end game does get a little bit stale when you get to that point, and starting again actually gives you a little bit of a boost. And when it comes to actually expedited growth and other mechanics that we'll talk about in a second, you'll be able to get into the game much quicker, and you won't have to spend as many hours jumping in there, and there's more mechanics to help you out with this. But they do go on to say that, of course, that does not mean that players need to do the same grind. Season servers will have higher multipliers, including XP, proficiencies, collection efficiency, production multipliers, and more. Even for those starting over, progress will be quick. So what's the point of these seasonal servers according to Angela Games? On the season servers, the focus of the game is put less on the process of growth and development in the early stages, and more on waging war in the late stages with more players in the battle. The war will be more intense. After all, on season servers, there are no PvE safe haven. This is another big thing for me, and what has become such a big problem on the official servers of the original Myth of Empires standard official servers. People hiding on PvE servers and going over to raid people on PvP, and there's sort of like killed off a lot of the PvP servers, and it ended up not being many targets. So everything on these seasonal servers will be PvP oriented. For me, that's a massive bonus. As you know, I do love the PvP side of things, and it is all about single-minded conquest, and that is what the whole thing is going to be about. So what's the ultimate goal on the season servers? So basically, you're going to be going as a guild or as a solo player, because obviously with it sped up, you'll have a much better chance of being a much smaller group than you would be if you have a larger group, and you'll be able to gain as much territory as possible. The season servers will have a scoring system that records achievements, proficiencies, fame, arts of war, and even copper contributions obtained by each player. The amount of territory that guild and alliances conquer are bound together and converted to points for individual players. These points can be exchanged for rare materials, tools, medicine, and skill books in the point shop. So the more you play, the better you are at playing, the more points you get, and the more stuff you'll be able to get later on. The top ranking players will also get special custom outfits as well as other rewards. These rewards will be available for players to use in the following season in the season servers. In addition to the points of the season server, a special point will be exchangeable for rewards in regular official servers, so you can jump from between the two. So they're trying to sort of give a little bit of leeway. There's a lot of people that are worried that the game will actually split the player base by having 2 separate game modes in the same thing on the official side of things. They're actually giving you rewards for the standard official servers by playing the seasonal official servers. So there's definitely something there to actually push the game a little bit either way. Not as much as I would like, but it's definitely something better than just starting the new servers, moving everyone over, and then killing off the official servers. So what other changes or content additions will be featured? The season servers will will lower the maximum number of guilds that can join alliances in order to ensure fairness. Now, this won't work. Other games have tried this sort of thing, and this doesn't really work in the main sort of circle of things. You can just coordinate an alliance to attack another alliance from 2 different sides, and it's I don't know, it's limiting the alliance numbers, while is a step forward, is not really a way to fix this issue. Additionally, protection time and boundary markers will be slightly extended, giving members of a small to medium-sized guilds more time to prepare for battle. So you will be able to have the protection time much longer, and you'll have a much wider area protected inside of the white ring. Because as you know, the white ring is everything that's protected in the protection time, and the blue ring is the actual decay timer. So in addition, there'll be new chariots, more efficient farmland and tools, higher quality food, building for players, for AFK training combat specializations. Now, this is a big thing because the amount of time that it takes to actually level up different weapons and different different proficiencies and stuff is quite difficult on the official servers, especially since they took out a lot of the easier ways to do it. But they're going to be adding buildings to level up your weapons. So you can sit there, you can tie yourself to a building with food, you can sit there AFK, go do some family stuff, go have dinner, etc. So you're not wasting any time, especially in survival games where a lot of us like to be able to get the step ahead, and this will help towards that. There may be some people that dislike this kind of thing, but personally speaking, I don't mind running around grabbing when it's better than grabbing up a load of NPCs, sticking them in a box and hitting them with a club for one-handed specialization, or it's going to be similar to just having you sit there and hit a line of NPCs tied to the posts, etc. It's just the in-game way of doing it. There'll be a batch quenching function, so you won't have to drag and drop each over. So you go and put on the quenching station where you have to put the actual sort of blueprint inside of the quenching, and then actually do it one by one. They will have batch quenching now, which is really nice, and other things will be added during the launch and after the actual seasons start themselves. So the seasons do last for 3 months. 3 months is a long time. A lot of people are thinking they're going to build up this massive base and it's just going to get destroyed after 3 months. 3 months is a long time, and to be able to start again and get the foot up again every 3 months would be quite nice for a lot of those people. Because if you look at sort of Ark Survival Evolved, Conan Exiles, all these sort of really popular survival games, a lot of the most popular servers that are out there are actually private servers that reset every 3 months, because people like to, if they have, for instance, they lose everything after a couple of weeks, then they only have to wait a little while to be able to start again on the next refresh. So you can always have a constant flux of people coming back in. That happen a lot on the private servers of Ark Survival Evolved, which is quite nice. The guild and individual points will be calculated on the last day of the season, and these points will be available for players to use during the following season. Upon the start of the following season, everyone will start fresh and begin again. And these servers will go live in mid-April, so stay tuned for an announcement of the specific date and time. So this is definitely something that I'm interested in playing. I will be definitely playing the season servers when they first start. I want to try them out. There may be issues that a lot of people are worried about, the servers being based in Asia, so the ping will be really bad for players in America and in Europe against those sort of players that are playing in Asia. So I'll definitely be checking out, see if the ping is even worth playing it, and we'll see how it goes from there. I'll be doing videos on Myth of Empires once these season servers release, and I'll do a lot of guides on all of the new content that will be coming out on these season servers, so make sure to look out for those. It's definitely given me a revived interest in playing Myth of Empires more readily, and that's all the information that we have on the season servers so far. Remember to comment down below what interests you about the season servers for a chance to win the International Vanguard Edition. We have 2 keys to give out. Remember to like the video if you do enjoy my content, subscribe for more survival content for Nightingale, V Rising and Myth of Empires, and we do have a Patreon in the description if you'd like to support myself and the channel. I want to thank you all for watching, fly safe and avoid local chat scams.